Assalamualaikum, my name is Putri Nur Ashikin. My number matric is 30DLS23F2005. So today we will now talk about import and export procedures. Introduction. This presentation is based on interview questions. We will be focused on ethics and social responsibility, customs, tax and duty, and the last one gonna be Incoterms 2020. Ethical decision. Questions. Can you provide an example of ethical decision in export-import? The answer. During internship, I found incorrect shipment information. I reported the issues and corrected the data. This action avoid penalties and maintain company reputation. How do you define social responsibility in import-export? So the answer is social responsibility means following has laws and regulations. It includes fair trade practice and environmental awareness, and it also helps maintain company-like integrity and public trust. Tax and duty ethics. Questions. Describe an ethical decision involving tax or duty. In export-import, it is important to declare the correct value of goods for tax and duty purpose. During my experience, I ensured that information was reported accurately and didn't support any under declarations. This is important because to comply with custom regulation and to avoid serious legal consequences. Customs declaration. So the question is, what will you do if asked to omit information? The answer is, if I were asked to omit information from a custom declaration, I will refuse politely and explain the risk involved. Providing false or incomplete information can lead to fines or legal actions. Therefore, I will always follow the correct procedure and maintain honesty in all documentation. Supplier information. The question is gonna be, how do you handle questionable informations? Answer. When dealing with unclear or suspicious information from a supplier or client, I will first verify the details. Next, I will communicate with the relevant party to clarify the information before proceeding. The last one, this ensures that all documents submitted are accurate and comply with regulation. Intercoms understandings. Questions. How do intercoms affect buyer and seller? So the answer is, Incoterms are international rules that define the responsibility between buyers and seller in transaction. They determine who is responsible for cost, risk, and transportation at each stage of the shipment. Using Intercom correctly helps avoid misunderstanding and ensure smooth operations. Importance of Incoterms. Question. Why is it important to use the correct Incoterm? Okay, using the correct Incoterm is important because it clearly defines the division of and risk the buyer and seller. It helps prevent confusion and dispute during the shipping process. It also shows professionalism and proper knowledge in handling international trade. Incoterms responsibility. Questions. How do Incoterms affects obligation and transparency? The answer is different. Incoterms assign different responsibility to use exporter and importer. For example, some terms require the seller to handle shipping, while other place more responsibility on the buyer. When clearly stated in document, Incoterms ensure transparency and help both parties understand their roles, leading to fair and efficient transaction. Recommendations. Question. How to improve ethics in import and exports? So the answer is going to be, companies should provide more training on ethics and compliance. The use of digital can help reduce error in documentations. A regular check should be conducted to ensure all procedures follow regulations, while transparency should always be encouraged in all process. Conclusions. Ethics and professionalism are very important in export and import procedures. Accurate documentation helps avoid legal issues and delays. Proper use of Incoterms ensures smooth and fair international trade.